Ajit, Delhi and Beijing are the two most polluted cities on the planet. That's not anything to be proud of. It kills people. There's nothing good about it. It's shameful. So, how can the AAP party and the government in Delhi claim they're serious about fighting pollution when they do nothing serious to crack down on the sources of pollution in Delhi?
Well, for anybody to be serious about cracking down on pollution in Delhi, they have to look at the way diesel vehicles are being used in Delhi. Now you have what's called a huge SUV and only one person driving it to office and coming back. And it's a diesel vehicle. Now, this kind of attitude is what Delhiites need to change themselves. It's fine to own a diesel vehicle, there's no issues with it. Drive it on the highway if you want to save money on your transport. Use diesel in areas where the environment is not going to be so badly affected by the number of vehicles in the road. And then why can't the Delhi government, for that matter, the AAP party, they want to do a lot of things, they claim to be reformists, why can't they go ahead and introduce electrical vehicles in such a manner that they provide sufficient transport to people of Delhi? All it needs is some kind of planning and some thinking through.
Well, you raise an interesting point because in the West, diesel vehicles are the exception, not the rule. One of the reasons for that is because they're harder and dirtier in the atmosphere. In fact, in some cities and areas, they're banned. So it seems to me that, when you say there's nothing wrong with the diesel engine, it's a source of pollution disproportionately compared to non-diesel cars. Yeah, it's cheaper, but dirty and cheaper tend to go hand in hand. But again, it seems to me that if they ban diesel vehicles and limit them only to trucks because they don't get good mileage, that's what they do pretty much in the West, that would really solve the source of the problem. The other issue are factories. I mean, you can actually go through Delhi and you can see just these huge smokestacks spewing out black smoke, and it's like there's no filters on them.
Well, that's where the failure of the Delhi government comes in. It's quite obvious that the Delhi government is not taking the issue very seriously, because you have to penalize the people who are polluting the air. You see, it's not just their air they're polluting. You have to realize that this is air that is a common property. It belongs to you, me, and everybody, and they're polluting my air and making money out of it. The other thing is that diesel. Why are diesel vehicles so common in India? Obviously, for one reason. Diesel is cheaper than petrol. Why can't we price diesel and petrol at the same rate per liter? It would make a big difference.
Well, India has actually become deservedly mocked for the fact that oil prices have tanked. They've dropped enormously over the last few years, but yet India as a whole doesn't charge prices for petrol related to the realistic market prices. They're just taking the extra profits and they're accused of being greedy. So it's really up to the government to drop those prices like other countries have, because the cost of oil has gone way down now.
No, that's just not the issue here, Cal. The issue here is that you allow a person to buy a vehicle because he knows he can save money on running it on a day-to-day basis, for the simple reason that the fuel he buys, A, has more energy per se than petrol, because it's a denser fuel, that's diesel. And two, he also knows he can get away with driving that vehicle and still save money because he's getting it at a cheaper price per liter than petrol. So if the government actually wants to put a disincentive in place to curb the sales of diesel vehicles, the best thing to do would be to immediately raise the price of diesel and make it at par with petrol.
Yeah, that's true. If they raise the price of diesel but were to lower the price of conventional petrol more in line with market realities, where the prices drop 66%, that would be an enormous incentive for people to switch the type of vehicles that they're driving.
It's not just that, Cal. The thing is that the reason why they're not increasing the price of diesel is that they say that poor farmers use diesel to run pump sets for irrigation. At the same time, they promise free electricity to farmers for irrigation. Now, this is very confusing. What are farmers using for irrigation? Electricity, which is free, or are they going to use diesel, for which they have to pay money? If I was a farmer, I would definitely opt for the free electricity option. Why can't they subsidize solar energy for farmers instead and give them solar powered pump sets for their tube wells? rather than subsidizing diesel for the entire nation and allowing its misuse in the form of commercial vehicles and domestic vehicles.
You're
I
right.
think the court is very right. I mean, the environmentalists are very right when they say that there should be a ban on 10 and 15-year-old diesel vehicles because they become highly polluting. The more vehicle ages, the more polluting it becomes.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Thank you, Cal.